non-veterans, they want to know, well, why Veterans Court? Why can't these veterans be seen in any other court system? And the answer to me is quite easy. You know, we want to have these veterans in a safe environment where they understand that the people who are there to help serve them understand what they've gone through. They understand that there are certain issues that either homeless veterans, veterans who've been in every service war, have special needs that civilians do not. So this is an opportunity not only for them to gain accountability of what they've done, but also to establish a relationship, a positive relationship with the court system. One of the very cool part of these programs is a mentoring program. Jerry Klein is heading that up with Roy Foster. Today is actually one of the training sessions for the mentoring program, and if anyone wants to be involved in that program, please touch base with me or Jerry Klein, and we would be happy to do that. Another positive thing about the Veterans Court, which I'm really proud to say, is Palm Beach County is being looked at as one of the best practices for Veterans Court. Although we have many Veterans Court throughout our visit, and again, Dr. Rubin kind of let me know the visit, what Visit 8 composes of, we are one of the most active courts in the whole state of Florida. And to kind of put that to light, we've only been active since November 15th. So I'm really proud of the team that we have and everyone's commitment to the program and getting the veterans the services that they need. And I am available for questions. I also left some information at the front area that will provide more of a detail in case you wanted more. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Michelle Koschel, and I'm the director of the South Florida National Cemetery. We are located just north of Hypoluxo and just south of Lantana on 441 State Road 7, for those of you that aren't aware that we have a national cemetery in the area. Currently, we have 313 acres. 68 of those acres are developed, and since we opened in April of 2007, we have conducted over 8,000 burials. Part of the benefit that the veteran receives is the gravesite, the opening and closing of the gravesite. If you're casketed, you receive a government grave liner, so there's no need to purchase a private vault, the headstone, and perpetual care. Now this goes for both the veteran and the spouse, and in some cases adult dependent children. We often have questions. One of the biggest questions is, can I make a reservation? My name is on the list. You know, do you have a place for my wife? But there are no reservations made. What you need to do is just contact a funeral home of your choice, and I would recommend that you kind of shop around. And I know that seems kind of silly, but definitely go to 3 or 4 different funeral homes and let them know what your wishes are. Talk to them about whether you want an honor guard, you know, if you want honors rendered, if you're going to have a committal service at the cemetery, if you're going to be casketed or cremated, and what's involved with that. Believe it or not, it's like everything else, you know, cost varies with every service that's provided. Now, at the national cemeteries, there are no costs incurred by the veteran or spouse or their family whatsoever. The government feels that the veteran has already paid that price. Now, what you will incur, though, are the fees that will work with the funeral home that you've gone to. So whatever services they provide to you, of course, they will charge you for those services. But there are no costs or fees at the National Cemetery. You can be casketed or cremated. All of our casket sites are in-ground, and with the cremation sites, we have above ground in the columbarium niches, as well as in-ground. Generally speaking, if a funeral home, if someone passes away, and the funeral home contacts our national scheduling office in St. Louis by noon, we can bury as early as the next day. And I do know with the Jewish tradition that that is a very important value that you look at. And we do everything we can to accommodate that. However, I will tell you, try not to pass away on a Thursday. We're really busy on Fridays. So yes, and Mondays as well. So I don't mean to make light of it, but it is definitely something that we do about. We deal with people that are grieving every day and people that just don't want to face that. And I want you to know that you're more than welcome to come and visit and ask questions. We won't make you stay until you're ready. But we definitely want to make sure that you're prepared. I know oftentimes you want to relieve your family members of that burden when you're passed. So by all means, go to a funeral home of your choice, and then let your children or next of kin or neighbor or brother or whoever's going to handle your arrangements know what funeral home you spoke with and where a copy of your honorable discharge document is. I would recommend that if you make pre-need arrangements with a funeral home, you provide them with a copy of your DD-214. That's the most popular discharge document. You need to be honorably discharged from active duty or retired from reserve duty, receiving retirement benefits. If you have any questions at all, you can always call us. I do have a handful of brochures that I can leave here. I'll answer any questions at the end. Military honors and the committal shelter and the service itself. I just want you to be aware that we do not hold funeral services at the National Cemetery. What we conduct is actually called a committal service. And generally speaking, that is approximately 15 to 20 minutes in length. So you'll arrive at the cemetery in procession. When it's your scheduled service time, you'll be led in procession to the committal shelter, which looks like an outdoor pavilion, where you'll all go. Military honors will be rendered, and that includes the folding and presentation of the flag, as well as taps. Anything more than that, for example, if you want a rifle volley, or you want a live bugler for the live taps, that needs to be arranged by you. Each branch of service actually determines what benefits in regards to military honors that the veteran has earned. So we often have times people very upset that they didn't receive, what they consider full military honors with the rifle volley. That is all determined by each branch of service. However, for those of you that may be a member of the VFW or the Marine Corps League or the American Legion, oftentimes they'll have an honor guard that would be more than happy to render those services at the time of the committal shelter service. After the honors are rendered, you may have a clergy member or a family member say a final prayer, and then that does conclude the service. We then need to clear the shelter because we have another service waiting right after. Our services are scheduled on 15-minute increments. We have 2 permanent shelters. We now have a permanent public information center and administration building, as well as a maintenance building. So since we've opened, we've done a great deal of expanding. We have another phase that's getting ready to be planned, and we will start construction with that probably within the next 5 to 7 years. Unfortunately, our burial rate has increased. However, that just proves to us that the right thing to do was to bring this national cemetery to you, so you no longer had to drive all the way to north of Tampa. Thank you again for your service to our nation, and for those of you that continue to serve in your veterans organizations and the committees that you're in. And I look forward to having you visit at the National Cemetery, and I'll be happy to answer any questions at the end of the day. Thank you.
Well, I'm not calling her. I'm a little too young for that. Anyway, welcome this afternoon. My name's Craig Carr. I'm with Palm Beach County Veterans Services. And what our office does, we actually go ahead and advocate for veterans. One of the things that we most advocate for is the monetary benefits, the pension and compensation, or at least that's what most of the phone calls that I receive are about. The VA pension, which is most interesting and what most of the older veterans are interested in, is pension or pension with aid and attendance. Those benefits are based on a few things. They're based on the veteran having honorable wartime service.